So you just lost your job, what a pity. And the world is, as you know, getting more shitty.
For decades, the math was simple. You gave the economy 40 hours a week, and the economy gave you a roof, a driveway, and peace of mind. Today, that math is failing. Millions of essential workers, nurses, teachers, and retail staff finish their shifts and drive to dark parking lots to sleep in the back seats of their vehicles. Individuals sleeping in cars have more than doubled since 2019. It is hitting every generation. Adults over 55 now make up 20% of the entire homeless population, and baby boomers are losing their housing at the fastest rate since the 1930s. According to the Department of Housing, the overall displacement we are seeing right now has officially surpassed the peaks of the 2008 global financial crisis. Yet over that same recent period, billionaire net worth rose by 81%. The top 0.1% now control enough capital to buy every home in the nation's 25 largest metro areas in cash. This goes beyond a simple shortage of lumber and nails. To understand why homelessness is reaching these levels, we have to look at how the market is being reshaped to prioritize corporate value extraction over the basic human need for shelter. This chart shows the gap between worker output and pay since the 1970s. Productivity climbed 60%, while wages flatlined. And here, the math becomes impossible. Median rent spiked 50%. A minimum wage earner must work 90 hours a week just to afford a modest apartment. Now, corporations are accelerating this squeeze. Instead of correcting the wage gap, they are aggressively seeking cheaper labor through offshoring and AI-driven automation. Tech executives are leading the charge. Jack Dorsey's financial firm Block recently announced plans to slash its workforce by roughly 40%, moving from 10,000 employees down to 6,000, explicitly to fund and accelerate their artificial intelligence tools. Survey data reveals that over half of U.S. companies are executing similar plans heading into 2026. They target employee bonuses, cutting stock awards, and base salaries, specifically to free up capital for their own AI spending. These layoffs and pay cuts are deliberate mechanisms. They are designed to boost short-term returns for a tiny class of corporate shareholders by actively dismantling the financial stability of the middle class. With many Americans living paycheck to paycheck, a sudden job loss instantly drains whatever meager emergency savings they have left. Within weeks, the credit lines dry up, and that financial distress triggers the swoop. Institutional investors sit on the sidelines, waiting for eviction and foreclosure notices to hit so they can acquire middle-class properties at a heavy discount. Today, the ownership side of the housing market is heavily consolidated. A small handful of major builders and corporate landlords, backed by the same primary shareholders like BlackRock and Vanguard, dominate single-family rentals in key neighborhoods. Now they are consuming one of the last remaining sources of affordable shelter. Private equity firms have aggressively acquired manufactured home communities across the country, frequently hiking lot rents by over 45% shortly after taking control. By concentrating both the construction and ownership of homes into so few hands, these massive firms can artificially reduce the annual housing supply. This keeps inventory scarce, guarantees high rental yields, and treats mass homelessness as an accepted cost of their business model. When the current AI investment bubble inevitably faces a correction, the historical playbook tells us exactly what will happen. The massive financial losses of the elite will be socialized through government bailouts, while the displaced public is left to absorb the bankruptcies. Local municipalities are now criminalizing the displaced class through quality-of-life ordinances that target the very behaviors required for survival. Simply parking a car overnight to sleep results in skeet citations. For someone with zero income, a $200 fine quickly goes unpaid, escalating into court fees, arrest warrants, and a devastating cycle of legal debt. This legal web ensures that finding new employment becomes nearly impossible. We are choosing to punish the visible casualties of extreme wealth extraction rather than actually fixing the broken economy. The operating philosophy at the top is clear. They want a future where you will own absolutely nothing and be forced to be happy about it. But the bottom 99% still serve as the foundation of their entire profit structure. We have immense economic leverage if we choose to organize and execute targeted consumer boycotts. It starts with simple rejection. When a massive conglomerate like Pepsi openly admits to continuously raising the prices of basic snacks just to test how much the struggling public can tolerate, we have to stop buying their products. It also requires a shift in our attention. We have to log off the algorithm-driven doom scrolling designed to make us feel helpless and instead channel our energy into local politics and grassroots initiatives. You might be priced out of a mortgage or stuck renting a subdivided room, but you do not need a deed to a house to build a meaningful, deeply connected community. True resilience requires looking out for your neighbors. If we pool our resources, share our skills, and stand together, we can reclaim our independence from a system designed to extract everything we have.
They want everything. So you just lost your job, what a pity. And the world is, as you know, getting more shitty. But Spotify keeps me in my hope, and my dealer keep me in the dope. Clouds in my mind leave the waking world behind. Slow falling, slow failing, floating down the line through a twisted state of mind. Nothing's will get done, but I don't care. I can feel it in the air. Hope it ends soon, so I can start again. Don't you take this trip away.